welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, this is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very important concepts and spell in African spirituality. I will be describing this spell, how to do it, and why it is necessary. The topic of today is how to return an evil vibration to an enemy or to a transmitter. It is actually called a return to sender, how to send back something that has been sent to you psychically or spiritually. And in African spirituality, there is a method for doing this kind of things because this type of phenomenon actually exists in our community. This is a situation whereby you might find yourself in a place, maybe in your area of business. You will get people that don't like you, people that are envious of you. They might be your colleagues, they might be your friends, your partners, your family members, people that hate you maybe because of your success, because of your progress, or simply due to the fact that they think that you are in competition with them or you are blocking good things from coming to them, which you are not actually doing, but due to their own lack of will or lack of initiative, the lack of their incompetence, they are failing in various aspects of their life. And when they see somebody succeeding in those very aspects or situations where they are failing, they get angry, they get jealous, they get envious, and they will want to do something bad to you. They will start saying, spreading lies and rumors about you. Some will even go to the extent to try to do something spiritual, to attack you, to break down your progress, or to destroy your good plans. So this is how we solve the problems of those kind of people, because we have such people in our communities. We see them every day in every aspect of life, and we have to find a way to live with them. When you find yourself in such kind of situation, it is really complicated. It is not like a straightforward issue that you can say, okay, let me report to the police, or you call the meeting. It's quite difficult to gather evidence in that cases, and police or the court of law does not recognize witchcraft as a form of attack. So when you see this kind of attacks, you have to also approach it in the right manner. We call this type of attacks spiritual attacks. What are spiritual attacks? Spiritual attacks are simply any attack that is not physical. Any attack that is not physical is a spiritual attack. Okay, so verbal abuse is a powerful form of spiritual attack. Emotional abuse, psychological abuse, where somebody is using psychological warfare against you. They are actually attacking you, denying you services. It's a spiritual attack. We can also say cyber attack can also be a form, to a certain extent, a form of spiritual attack in a certain way, because it's not actually physical, but people are doing things to affect your business to cut off you, cut off your transmission, cut off your network, cut you off from getting certain things that is beneficial to you. Can be a form of spiritual attack in a certain way. So you can also have people ganging up against you, colleagues talking trash, trying to petition you or make up a fake report against you to get you out of work and planning to set you up. Something that is wrong, they are actually telling you that it's okay to do it. Then later when you do it, they will be the first to go and report you to the relevant authorities that this is what this person is doing, is breaking the law. And they are the ones that actually sent you, okayed you to do the thing so that you are going to get into trouble. We have seen those kind of cases too much. In the magical community, spiritual community, I've seen where some spiritualists will also be attacking other spiritualists due to envy, jealousy, hatred. They feel that you are a competition to them, or you are actually hindering their progress, or trying to block their finances or something. They'll just get angry and get envious and try to just take you out of circulation. I have seen this happen. Okay. In African communities, we see this a lot happen. People try to take other people's heart just by seeing you. You didn't do anything to them. They just hate you for being who you are, for living your life and expressing yourself. Some people that cannot be able to live the type of life that you are living, they'll just naturally become envious of you, and they will want to do something bad to you. They'll start talking trash and start spreading lies, and even going to the extent of meeting a dibia or a native doctor or an evil pastor to send curses to you. You can have cases of where some people will go around trying to steal people's personal items to do rituals. So we go to try to steal people's underwears to do money rituals, or we steal items, whatever they are. Evil native doctor tell them to bring from people, they will try to get it. So we even ask you for money to give them to add to their ritual to block prosperity from coming to you. All kind of funny things that these people are doing just out of envy, jealousy, or pure hatred. So if you come across that kind of situation, or you find yourself in a situation whereby people are actually doing things against you, you may not have any physical evidence, but you know, or you have physical evidence and you don't know what to do. It's a simple way to solve those kind of problems in African spirituality, and I will tell you about the spell. Return to sender is a very complicated kind of spell to do, because you have to be sure that you are not the one, you are not the aggressor. Your hands need to be clean for you to do this kind of spell. Because if you are the one that is actually oppressing the people, and you are looking for more ways to do bad things against people, then you go and lie, or you're going to do this spell, it will not work, or it's going to revise to you. I have seen cases where people will go to lie to a spiritualist that somebody is attacking them, somebody is trying to kill them, is doing this, whereas they are the ones that are actually attacking that person. They are just looking for more people to support them to destroy the life of that person. I have seen this kind of case a lot, in Africa. Many people are so wicked that they will do anything to destroy you. They will lie to other people that you are the ones. They will go to police station to make false reports against you, whereas they are the aggressor, so that the police will become very angry. Anybody that hears the story will become very angry, and all of them will join forces to be the one attacking you. They will even go to their own church to lie against you, that you are the one that is trying to kill them. Then they will pay for a general prayer that the whole church will come together. They will even book a mass, a service, whereby hundreds of people will come together to pray for your destruction, with the hope that the large crowd of people is going to send a very powerful force of negative energy against you that is going to kill you, to destroy you. I've seen many people do this when I was a Christian. People that I know that they are the ones causing problems, that we go to lie in church, get the pastor and everybody to pray against the person they are trying to kill. Churches also do this kind of attacks. That's why it's not good to give your house or your land. It's not good to rent it to a church, because most times when you rent your land out to a church, the next thing you will hear that the church will gather its members, the pastor will start praying against the owner of the land to sell the land to them. Many churches do this in Nigeria. They will start praying fire prayer that the person that rented this land should forget about the land, must sell this land to them. He cannot kick them out of the land anymore. That is how they get many of the lands that churches have in Nigeria. So you have to be very careful when you want to, a church approach you to rent your land. Don't ever give them, because it's a big problem. Once they rent that land, you're very well not going to get it back. You are going to be forced to sell it to them if you don't even die. So that is how churches do in Nigeria. So you have to be careful. So they send gather this large crowd of people, and always be praying to send negative energy to the owner of the lands until they eventually were forced to sell the land, or maybe something bad will happen to them, then they will take the land or they will take the houses. It's another form of spiritual attack against people. So if you find yourself in that kind of situation, there are simple things that you can do. In African spirituality, we have a natural, the kind of spirituality, the kind of magic or the practice in African spirituality is very natural magic that makes use of natural elements of the earth, of the plants, the lands, and things that we see. They don't make use of artificial elements, and they are quite effective. And in my studies and research on African spirituality, I have come to understand certain things that there are some principles, there are some many situations where you bring some certain compounds together, you mix them together, and you put your will, or you simply make a pronouncement, and you can be able to change situations in your favor. And it's as simple as that. You don't really need to go to any serious, elaborate preparation or difficulty in sourcing materials to do most of the rites. That is why I practice African spirituality. Not generally because I'm from Africa per se, but it's actually very easy to practice compared to what I discovered in Western occultism, whereby for every little thing most of the practitioners do, they have to summon a demon for almost everything. African spirituality, you rarely call a spirit for any spell. In fact, you can practice African spirituality your whole life and you do hundreds of spells. You will not even mention the name of any spirit or any demon. You just bring elements together and you mix it and you say what you want to say, and it works. That is a major difference I noticed between African spirituality and Western, so-called Western occultism. Western occultism is basically uh, conducted on the premises that you have to go to a demon for almost every single thing you want, and it's this kind of handicap. It's like you are always begging or beseeching, or it's like the person is not a complete human being, or they are not sure of their self. They don't really know what they are doing. So most of the spells that I see they do there, most times the process are very long in doing. Before let's say a Western person want to do a return to sender spell now. This spell I'm going to teach you now, I can do it under less than 30 seconds. But it's going to take people that practice Western occultism up to 30 minutes to an hour. That is if they are moving very fast to do the same spell for most of them. Some it will even take them 3 days. Some it might take them through 1 week of preparation. But in African spirituality, if you know what you are doing, it don't take you more than 30 seconds, not more than a minute to do the average spell, and you have already done what you want to do. If you know like the elements to combine, the right leaves to mix together, it does not take time to do anything you want to do. It doesn't take time, it doesn't waste your time. And you don't need a third party. You just need to know what to do. So that is why African spirituality, is for me, it's very powerful, much more powerful than Western occultism, because it's most of the time it's straightforward, it's 100% natural, and it is simple. Everybody can understand it. It is not complicated. It is very simple and very, very effective, very powerful. But in Western occultism, you have to first crack open a green wall, read a long lantern or spell, prepare to invoke a spirit, and summon the spirit, offer offering, then make your request. It's too long, too slow. So that is one of the main drawbacks I see. Okay, this spell, for what you need for this return to sender spell, is just 3 items. The first one is this alligator pepper. You can see it on the screen. I have talked about these grains of paradise in previous videos, how important it is, and how it's one of the main integral ingredients for our African spirituality practice in West Africa. Very, very important. It's a living battery that you use to power every operation that you do. It powers it. It has its own spirit. You will need this. Then you will need bitter cola. This bitter cola, very, very important. Or you can use other ordinary cola. We have 2 types. We have bitter cola. We have ancestors cola, we can call that. We also have a magic cola. We have like 5 different type of cola, but the 2 that we use is this bitter cola here and this one. So then the 3rd item is your ashes. I told you about the importance and the spiritual significance of ashes in our previous videos, how we use it to go into the spirit world, how it's a open portal to the other side. So these 3 ingredients I have put here are very, very powerful. Very, very. They are like in the spirit world, you can call them like micro atom bombs, natural elements. Okay, so by combining these 3 things, I can be able to do so many rites. I can do more than 50 rites with these very 3 items here. Just do these 3 things alone. But in this video, I'm going to only talk about the return to sender. Okay, so the first thing you do is like you get 7 seeds from this. Just 7 tiny, they have lots of seeds inside, hundreds. So for this rite, first of all, you get 7 seeds. You put it in your mouth. Then by then, you must have already done your libation. I have taught you how to do libation to summon the ancestors. After you have get the names or you have identified the people that are coming against you, or they actually send the spell to you, you know that they have sent something to you, you want to send it back. You get this item, then you get your cola or your bitter cola. So what you will do is that you bring this on top of a stool, you come out in front of your house, or a window that is open to the outside where you can be able to blow your ashes. You don't want to blow your ashes inside your house because you are sending it out of your house. You are sending something outside. So you need to have a open space. If you cannot do it in your house, you can go to a private place in the bush, somewhere where nobody will be around. You can have your private time near the sea, somewhere quiet. You just bring the items from your pocket, you put your 7 seed of alligator in your mouth and start chewing it. As you are chewing it, you take your bitter cola. You are going to take 4 bites of this. First bite, you cut a little bit, you throw to the earth. You cut another bit, you throw. You are going to throw 4 times, like you're giving it to the ancestors. Just throw it into the land. Then you can eat a little bit. Then after that, you mention the name of the person or people that are attacking you. Then you say that whatever they are sending to you, whatever attacks, whatever evil plans they are sending, you send it back to them 100 times. And then you blow the ashes into the air. Blow it very forcefully back to them. And that is all. Okay, then you continue eating your cola and your bitter cola. And then you go back home or you go back to sleep. So that is how it is done. It's as easy as that. So whatever thing they're sending to you, we go back to them. Definitely. So I have been able to use this method to correct many situations that happened to me, whereby fellow spiritualists have actually sent psychic attacks to me. Can you imagine? They sent things to me. We're talking together, before you know, somebody will just send things to you and you feel it, anger, vibrations, all sort of causes. I normally take my alligator pepper, the ashes, and I blow it back straight to them. And I feel relief again. So it's just like that. Within 30 seconds, you don't waste time if you know what you are doing in the spiritual side. So for those people that are doing this, I know most of them waste times because they don't know anything, and most of them, they are practicing the wrong things. So this is how you do it. Once you do it like this, you find the people quarreling among themselves. Most times they become confused, and they look at you, all what they have been sending to you. You are living your life, everything is going well. They'll be wondering, what is happening? I've been cursing this guy, it's not even affecting him. They see you living your life and everything is going well for you. Why? They are putting effort. Eventually they get frustrated and they give up, or they find something else to do. Okay, so you can try this out. Very powerful and simple and effective way of return to sender. Okay, once again, you don't need to meet any middleman. You don't need to break the bank. You don't need to go extra length of stressing yourself. Very simple, powerful, ancient African spell the ancestors have been using, and it's here for you today. So this is what I have for you today. Questions or comments are welcome. Like and share this video, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye.